Hello, everyone. I am Reed Kyle here with Bluebonnet Feeds, and also with Bluebonnet is Brock Arnold here. Want to say a big thank you to NRHA for having us have the afternoon grind here with our trainer talk that we have Peter DeFreitas, Cade McCutcheon, and Trevor Dare here. So thank you guys for coming. Also, a big thank you to Charlie and the Purple Media Group too. They are the ones here filming everything today. So a big shout out and thank you to them. So, trainer talk, Brock.
The first one's for you, Cade. With you being a Mavs fan, do you think they will ever beat the Oklahoma City Thunder ever again?
Probably not, as long as Nico's running the team. But I do remember pretty vividly kicking their butt last year.
It's true.
We kind of had their number all year this year too. So no, it's a disappointing thing to be a Mavs fan, but it could be worse.
You can always become a Thunder fan if you want.
Yeah, let's keep this strictly horses. Huh? Let's not talk basketball. I'm not ready yet.
So speaking of horses, new arena and everything here. How's your guys' experience been here at the Derby so far? Peter, you want to start?
Yeah, it's been good. The new arena is really a lot of fun to show in, and a lot more space in it. I thought it was pretty easy to get around in, and it's got a lot better look than the old pen too.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a hike. It's a long ways away.
Yeah, I've seen a granny on a motorbike running around lately with Mandy. I'd asked her to pop a wheelie one time, and she said no.
She's too old for that. Her hip. It's a hike, but I'm excited for when it's all done. They get everything how they want it to be. Then this will probably be the best place to go to. We kind of went from having the worst arena that we show in to arguably the best arena that we show in. So it's definitely a huge upgrade.
Yeah, I love the new arena. Being a little wider, I think it's got a great feel for circling. I think that, tomorrow night in the non-pro finals and Saturday night in the open finals, we should see some really high-scoring runs. I think you can go really fast in it. I think it sets you up, find good ground for stopping. It is a hike, but same thing. When they get it all the way finished, when you walk in with your horse and you're down there kind of, I guess, the backstage area, you almost feel like you're at a concert. Everything's so clean and new. And upstairs is real comfortable. I think they'll be able to dress it up really nice for the spectators to come and kind of enjoy themselves and hang out while they're watching the finals.
Is there anything y'all miss about the old arena?
No. Not really.
I mean, it's history. It's historical. So that feel is something special, but I'm excited for what Oklahoma City is going to make this fairgrounds turn into when they redo what they want to do, where the NRHA Arena is, and all that stuff. I mean, it's going to be awesome. That was the chair. I'll announce it if it's not.
Dude.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I'm glad you did. When did you guys start showing? At what age? How did you get into reining?
I started showing when I was 10 years old. My grandfather had reining horses, and that's how I got into doing it.
I started showing when I was 7 years old, also on my grandfather's horse. He was into the reining horses a little bit too.
Who was that?
Tim McCutcheon. Yeah, I think he had something to do with it.
I don't know how old I was the first time I showed. I was real little. Parents were horse trainers, showing in the walk trot when I was itty bitty. First reining horse was probably when I was 8 years old.
What was the most embarrassing moment in a show pen for y'all? You got anything that comes to mind?
How much time do we have?
As much as you want.
I don't know. We've had plenty.
Pretty much any time we don't do good, it's embarrassing. So, I mean, I could go back to the NRBC. I had some embarrassing moments. I was ready to... Anytime you're ready to leave the arena before your run is over, that's embarrassing. And I've had a few of those.
It's been a handful of years ago. I got the chance to show a horse that I had rode as a 2-year-old and was, an awesome individual. And it's a few years later, and they said, "Hey, do you want to try to show this horse in Vegas at the High Roller?" And I was like, "Oh, absolutely." So I've done all my preparation, and I feel like I'm pretty ready. And I'm told, just go for it. Don't worry about what happens. Just wide open, go for it. So, maybe not the best thing to tell me right before I'm going to run through the gate on this horse. My adrenaline gets a little too high. So I run through the gate, blow my first stop, back up, turn penalties both ways, circling. Just every little thing that can go wrong goes wrong. Then my belt pops undone. So I'm thinking, this is really bad. And I'm still going through the pattern. Then I think, why do my shaps feel funny? Then the back of my shaps came undone. And I'm going around for the stops. And I'm just thinking, you can't get me out of here fast enough. Somebody please just let me come out of here.
That happened to somebody here. Somebody's shaps came undone here.
I don't know.
I remember when Deary's shaps came undone one time.
Yes, they still marked him.
Peter,
I mean, I've fallen off a few times.
have
It
you?
was when I was a youth kid.
In the pen?
3 separate times.
Same
One time
horse?
my saddle came off. One time it tripped and fell down. And one time I was backing up and stepped on its tail and flopped over on its side.
He wins that question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got it.
That isn't probably even the worst one. When I hit the fence at the NRBC, that was pretty bad.
At least it was there to stop you, right?
Yeah, just barely.
I
At
didn't
least
know.
then I was able to leave the arena, and the judges wanted me to leave too.
So I watched him ride this horse a couple nights, and when it was right, it was so cool. It ran and stopped so cool. And so I knew that he was going through his program, and he was working it and hoping for the best. And I didn't know that happened. So I see him the next day or something. I go, hey, Pete, how'd you do on that horse? How'd you do? Did you get along? No. I really wouldn't have asked it.
What do you guys think you would do as for a living if you didn't train horses?
I'd be going for the Mavs GM job.
You may get it.
At this point, it wouldn't be that hard to do.
That's why he's promoting himself now.
I don't know what I'd do. Is Walmart hiring?
Always. Yeah. Peter?
Truck driver, maybe. I don't know. I mean,
Or be a feed guy. Can't be that hard.
Just got to grow a beard.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good gig.
I'm halfway there.
I guess I'd struggle on that part, but we try it.
If you could do another discipline, what would it be and why?
cat horse. I think that's probably the coolest event going as far as like the Western Performance Horse.
Yeah.
Just all the intricacies of it and everything, stuff like that.
I'd probably agree with that. It's the closest thing to what we do probably because there's reining in part of it, but it seems like fun. I've chased a cow a couple times. Not too bad at it. They were broke, trained horses. That helps. But it's a lot of fun. It's quite the adrenaline rush. I think that'd be a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, for me it'd be the cutting or the cow horse. Very similar kind of vibe and feel. Cow horse because it'd be real similar. The cutting, I really like how they teach that horse to kind of take over and go back to its natural instinct once they've got them trained and everything. That's real interesting to me.
When's the last time you guys went off pattern?
I spun 5 times in the NRBC finals.
That's what I'm thinking.
2023, I spun 5 times in the NRBC finals. That's the last time I went off pattern.
I don't remember. I don't like to talk about stuff like that.
Mine wasn't really that big of a show or anything, but I was going to qualify. It was like the last qualifying show, and we decided last minute to qualify. A pretty nice horse for the world show, and told me to stay on pattern. I trotted down to the middle of the pen, and I spun the wrong way, and I looked up at the judges and went, oh, this is the wrong way. It's probably another one of those embarrassing moments. Just want to get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did zero me when I hit the fence.
that would be off pattern.
Yeah.
Considered off pattern.
Yeah.
But did you actually hit a fence, or did you just trip
We
through the flower boxes
we
and the
moved
curtains?
we moved the blue banner.
Yeah.
They had to send somebody in to fix the arena after. First time we had to do that.
It was like it was like the beginning of the ranch riding. You know, you hit the pole and they got to go in there and fix it. I gave him that
Ranch
idea.
rider.
Yeah, exactly.
Every horse has a purpose.
Yep. She's got a purpose now.
What's something you guys always forget to bring to a show? Is there something that you all like, a phone charger?
How much
Or,
time do we have? I forget my belt.
Boots.
Boots. I mean, I forgot.
I mean, I wear my boots, but this kid forgets his boots.
I didn't really forget him. I
Twice?
just drove. No, I drove the wrong vehicle. I put him in the car and I ended up driving the truck. So then for about 2 hours, I was waiting for my boots this time. I'm getting better. I leave my belt in my trunk. So as long as we bring my trunk, my belt comes. But I've forgotten everything. I've probably bought 100 phone chargers, 100 razors. I mean, it's a problem.
I don't know. I'm pretty anal retentive about not forgetting stuff. So I got a whole list I go through in my mind before we leave to go to a horse show.
so what are the must-haves for going to the horse show then for you?
Underwear.
Well, yeah, let's hope.
Certain bridles, for sure. Yeah.
Doesn't sound like he has a list. Sounds like you made that up.
No, I do. I have a list, but it's just like bucket, like it's just stuff like that. Like I don't like the stuff that's important. I don't forget that.
Like your wife? You just forget
No,
her
she stays at home most
Yeah.
of the time. She won't come anymore. She's like, get out of here.
So people get to know you guys. What's your favorite movie and why?
I got no idea.
Thunderstruck.
Nightmare movie. Yeah.
Actually, Coach Carter is one of my favorite movies.
That is
That
a good
movie is
one.
awesome.
That is a good
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
I like Gladiator.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. All the Rockies. The whole
Yeah,
Rocky
Rocky.
trilogy. Can't
Yeah.
go wrong there.
Those are pretty good. I watched
I like
those
all
as a kid.
different kinds of movies. I mean, 8 Seconds is one of my
Ooh, good one.
all-time favorites.
Did you watch the New Bull Riding one that just came out with Neil McDonough? Don't.
What's it called?
The Last Ride or something?
Uh,
Not great.
Not great.
Definitely not a Taylor Sheridan movie.
Thank you for the shameless plug there.
Mavs GM, Taylor Sheridan assistant.
Are you guys superstitious at all going into the pen? Do you have any
yeah.
habits, rituals? What are they?
When I get the hairspray, I go one time like and then put my head on. Every
How
time.
many times was that?
3 times. Like I get a big one on one time each, and then just quick 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait, well, it depends on how you do it. 1, 1, or 1, 2, 3,
Real
4, 5, 6.
superstitious.
Yeah,
Not a
I do
little
that every
stitious.
time.
Trevor, Peter?
I don't have anything like that. I do like to wear a certain color underwear when I show.
What
that's
color?
what color is that?
Blue.
With a brown stripe in the back.
And I always got to chew gum when I show, and I drink like at least 2 bottles of water before I go in there.
You have to pee
Do you still
after?
get like real pumped up right before you go through the gate?
No, I don't. I just. Although somebody was getting ready the other day right before me, and they were doing that, and I laughed to myself because I thought about you.
So doing that years ago, I sold him a horse, pretty nice mare, and he ends up making her into a really nice mare. And so I'm running down to the back gate to watch him at the futurity, and I've never seen Pete right before he goes in the gate to know how intense he gets because he's very calm, cool, and collected all the time. And he's down there hitting himself right before he's going to go in. And I was like, holy smokes, is he going to be okay?
I've turned the intensity down a little bit.
Okay.
Dwayne
helped.
does that too. Dwayne will smack himself hard.
Well, that's
That's probably where I got it from.
Thinking I might have.
Sounds like if
knocked
Dwayne
myself
does
out
it,
if I did
yeah.
that.
I should probably do it too.
No, I thought about it, and I did it one time. I don't need to do that.
Didn't feel good.
No, I didn't. I wasn't like, yeah. I was like, ow.
If you could watch any run on repeat with a trainer and horse, who would it be?
Like somebody else's run or your own run? Because I like to watch mine. You got anything?
I think Nathan Piper's run on Patriot at the Run for the Million was really good. If I had to pick somebody else's run, if I was going to pick one of my own, probably when I won the Derby, that finals run. I don't even think I need to watch the run. I could just plug it into the radio and just listen to it. That's as loud as, well, for sure for myself, it's as loud as I've ever heard the Coliseum, but that was probably my favorite part of that run. Watching it back was just hearing it.
Probably my favorite one might have been the team run at the WEG, and it was quiet and stuff, but it was just, before then I didn't even know if I was going to turn in my card the next year and stuff, but then that was kind of my like, oh, this is what I want to do. I want to be on that level. So that's probably one of my favorite runs, and it was probably the biggest stage I've ever been on, and still to this day, because it wasn't just for me, it was for the team, it was for Team USA, and we had never lost, and Belgium had already had 2 big runs, so I kind of was feeling a lot of pressure. That one's probably for one of mine to go back and watch, that'd be it. And Pete was the commentator, and I remember he said, "This kid's cool as a cucumber." I'll never forget that. And if somebody else's, I mean, if we're just talking like really good reining runs, you can go to either one of Golden Coin's videos from the go-around at the NRBC or here. And to me, that's as good as reining gets, is the 2 go-around runs. And I mean, I don't really want to watch it because he beat me, I guess. But if you want to just watch reining, pretty damn good. I mean, pretty dang good.
If for me, for my own run, would have been last year at the NRBC when I was second on Dust Off You Guns.
Mm-hmm.
Like the crowd was really into it, and it was, highest I've ever placed in a major, and like as far as watching somebody else's, I mean, BH was always just so electric. Like any of his like big time runs were just so cool to watch. I mean, you like watch him show Trash a Deus at the fraternity. Like it was just, he just had such a way of getting them things around there that it was just a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
I knew that's where you were going to go with that. And actually, I would go back and watch Tim win in the fraternity on Shining and Sassy. Because I feel like, and I could be wrong, I feel like that kind of came out of nowhere.
For sure.
And it was just
because I bet against him literally we were playing high-low and I lost.
Yeah. I think I could go back and watch that probably a few times because that mare was spicy and there was some spicy stuff happening, but Tim just slicked right through it.
Right. Yeah.
That'd be fun to watch again.
There's so many of those old, like, guys winning the fraternity runs that either were just, just such a big moment for anyone that it's always cool.
With all you guys making the finals, congratulations, first of all. But what will you guys do finals day? What's your morning, afternoon, evening look like?
I hope I can find a nap.
Yeah,
I'd like to take a nap.
Me too. I'll probably come here and ride at 3. Get mine rode.
Is that what time we're gonna ride?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get mine rode. Maybe ride a couple 3-year-olds or something, but be done relatively early, 8, 9, and then go sleep for a while. Try and sleep as long as I can, because the more I'm awake, the more I think about the finals, the more my stomach hurts. But if I'm asleep, I can't think about it.
I'd kind of agree with that. Get done and
disappear
do
for
something
a while.
else.
Yeah, get
Not
away
be
for
here.
a while.
On show day, is there anything you won't do? Like that I will not.
Eat.
Yeah.
Like,
Why won't you eat, Cade?
that brown stripe. Like, I hate showing at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon because I am so hungry by the time I show because you can't eat lunch, and I'm a big lunch guy. But
Maybe
I
we should
hate
do
that.
Waffle House Saturday morning.
Yeah, I could do that because there's a long time, and that's gonna tear you up anyway. So you might as well go on finals day.
I'd probably agree with a lot of that, the eating part.
You want to go to
don't
Waffle
wanna
House too?
definitely don't eat Mexican.
Bluebonnet's next coffee corner or whatever it's called is going to be at Waffle House.
I'm in.
Those are our people.
Smothered and covered.
We want to ask the crowd if they have any
Yeah.
questions.
Do y'all have any questions for any of the trainers up here?
Obviously, it can be anything.
Except for about the maths. We're done with that.
I'd like to know how many of you actually pick your own matching shirt and pad combo? And if you pick it, how many times have you been told no by your wife?
Ooh.
I am always in charge of what I wear when I show. And if my wife disagrees, I still get to make the decision.
Sure.
I'm the
Yeah.
matchy.
They're
no,
recording
because
this,
Laura's
you know?
not
Yeah.
here. Look, I'm
Yeah.
the matchy one when it comes to
I
the.
can feel
the show
her
gear.
like staring at him. I can feel the look he's getting, and she's
I will
nowhere
listen
near
to
you.
her for everything else, but when it comes to my matchiness when I show, it's always me.
Well, he's got the all-around background.
Yeah,
though, you know.
no, he's kind of got some feminine qualities. I this week I have had to pick my outfit for 2 different horses, and I was
That's why
worried.
you didn't match.
I was
No,
worried.
no, I looked good. I was worried about it, but it worked out okay. I was so sure I was gonna walk into the little warm up, like the little get ready area, and my mom was gonna go, "Who did that?" But I didn't. I was good.
Do you have a question? Oh, sorry, Peter.
No, you're good.
This is for all of you guys. Do your nerves ever kind of like slow down the longer you're in this business? Or are they always just like, yeah, right before you show?
Great question.
For me, it's a different kind of nervous every time, depending on the horse you show. But for me, it never slows down. I mean, it's always if you're showing a great one, you're nervous because you want to do good for the horse. You have a good opportunity in front of you. You want to do good. If you're showing a not as good one, you want to pull it off. You still want to pull it off the same. Yeah, I think no matter what, then you're gonna have a lot of nerves. And Sean Flaherty said, first time I was ever in the Derby finals here, I said, "You still nervous?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, And I get that because no matter what you do, if you're not nervous, why are you doing it?
Yeah, for me, the nerves don't slow down. We put a lot of hard work into this, and we care about it a lot. So it's it's the final hour. But it's like Cade said, it's always different kind of nerves. But I think maybe we learn different ways to kind of help deal with our nerves. So yeah, it could be some kind of a pregame thing that you come up with for yourself, but yeah, the nerves, they don't end.
I would agree with that. Jordan Larson told me one time, if you don't get nervous, it doesn't mean enough to you. And I mean, I think like what Trevor said, you find a way to deal with it in a way that it is, you have to turn it into a positive, like something. You have to figure out how to be able to do that so that you can control it enough so that it doesn't affect how you perform. Yeah.
Who else? It can be anything. Yeah, go ahead.
What's your favorite event of the year to go to and why?
So I think I would have 2 answers to that. I think the Run for a Million is definitely my favorite event to go to because it's a week long. It's like Super Bowl week. There's press. There's a lot of fun stuff going on, and you're only bringing a few horses, so it's not as much work. And then also like the fraternity would be in a different way because it's more work and almost more pressure. I mean, for sure more pressure actually. But it's also like, this is the last time, especially that Saturday morning or Friday night, that's the last time you got to get up at 3 a.m. for a couple months. And something about that just is fun. I mean, for me anyway, the night before the finals at the fraternity is the coolest night for me like getting ready and stuff, because you can feel everybody like, oh, we're at the finish line now. We just got to go horse show.
For me, the Futurity is my favorite event. I love the 3 go-arounds. I really like the young horse thing, and trying to make the young horses solid enough and consistent enough to go through 3 go-arounds. That, and I'm all about the history, and the reigning Futurity is the big, the big deal, everybody's big dream, and so that's still my favorite event.
I'd agree. The Futurity. I mean, it's
Figuring out how to manage each horse individually to go through the 3 go-arounds.
yeah, it's a lot of preparation, and I mean, we've spent basically 2 years or a year and a half getting these things where they're to that point, and like Trevor said, the history part of it is, I mean, we get up in the morning because we want to win the Futurity.
And our horses get 1 shot at winning the Futurity. They get 4 shots to win the Derby or the NRBC.
Yeah.
So what's that like? Say you go into the finals and your first horse, like Peter, runs into a wall. How do you reset that, like mentally for yourself, to go get, say, your other ones prepared? How do you reset that? Is that something that goes through your head?
Yeah. In a way, short-term memory, but you got to kind of reset yourself because, again, every horse is an individual. Last year at the Futurity, the horse I drew up earliest on, the first one out, was one that, people had thought maybe if everything happened right, I could maybe win on a second at the Congress on him behind Ding Dong over here. And I went in and we fell out of lead and are coming through the middle on our first fast circle, and I pulled him up and walked out with a 0. I had 2 more to show.
Could have used that as your embarrassing moment.
Yeah, I could have used that as my embarrassing moment or my off pattern, right?
Oh, yeah.
But you still got 2 shots. It's still competition, and so you got to erase that for a moment and go get on the next one and try to get them shown.
Peter, Cade?
I mean, yeah.
I'll cry about it later.
That pretty much sums it up. Is you don't really have an option. So you better go clear it up and get ready. I mean, new horse, new owners, need to do the best job you can.
Yeah, because they don't really care what happened on the last one.
Yeah,
they want you to do good on the next one.
For me, it's actually almost harder. Like at the Futurity the year I won, when I was in the lead, I could not get Guns and Dynamite ready because I kept looking at the board, waiting for somebody to beat me, and that was almost hard. I mean, I was second on him. I guess it was fine, but I was sitting there the whole time on him, going, "Pay attention," but I kept looking. After a bad run, I feel like I focus in more on better not do that again.
Yeah, I think I do too.
This is just for Cade, but going back to that, what was that like? I mean, it's your first year as a pro, right? Going to the Futurity like that, you win, and then also reserve. I mean, looking back on it now, what's that like for you?
I'm pretty lucky. I mean, Andrea said it this year at the Futurity, you got to bring a great one every year to win it every 10 years. And that stuck with me. And even that night, I knew I didn't take it for granted at all. I know I might not ever win it again. It's the hardest thing to win. Everything lined up. I mean, I didn't really know what I was doing. And I think that's maybe part of why it worked, because I didn't overthink anything the whole week. I was just riding my horses. And now I overthink everything. But it was just lucky. Everything worked out. I had good horses, good people in my corner, and it just worked out.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
If you could go back and give yourself advice as a younger trainer, what would you tell yourself?
Slow down. I always tried to rush it. I feel like I've gotten a little bit better now, but that's something anytime I'm getting into something where we're starting to head sideways, I always tell myself to slow down, and that seems like it's helped now. I mean, I ruined a couple horses trying to work too fast and trying to work through things with, faster than they could work through it, and I wish I could have that back. I just tell myself to slow down, just ride them, don't go crazy. That would be the biggest thing for me.
I'd probably say something like that. Yeah, like just don't try to force it. Like train the horse that you have, not the one that you kind of need, because you're going to pretty much end up in the same spot either way.
Yeah, me too. Stay calm. Be patient. Most of it works itself out if you can do that.
Well, we appreciate you guys very much being Bluebonnet customers, and good luck in the finals. Does anybody else have anything at all?
Awesome. I feel like every time someone goes in the pen, you guys always have a group of people at the back gate. Who's the one person that's always been at the back gate for you that makes your career possible?
Huh?
I said don't cry.
My
Mine's
wife's
wife.
always there.
Yeah. I mean, whether she's at the horse show or not,
Yeah.
I mean, she's my person.
I'm gonna say my mom early, right, and then in the last few years my wife, but kind of both. I mean, I definitely need both.
Yeah, that whistle is always there.
The whistle. I mean, I really struggle horse showing without the whistle, like to an embarrassing amount.
The whistle is historical.
The whistle, I can go, okay, that was pretty good. Like if something doesn't feel great, but I can tell off of her whistle, like, oh, it looked pretty good, or she's faking it. That was not real good. I need to be better. I can go off of that. But now I'm getting where I can go off of that with Lexi too. It's she doesn't whistle, but I can tell when she's going, yeah, she's excited, and I have to cheer.
Do you rely on the 3.5 whistle, or do you not need?
I try not to. I mean, I spun 5 times a couple years ago, so no. But I try not to. It has come in handy a couple times.
I can't hear anything when I show.
You just block it all out, huh?
I guess.
Well, you don't listen on a daily basis.
Maybe mentally I'm not strong enough to focus on that many different things at one time.
I hear things. I heard Trevor go, yeah.
You do the 3.5? Yeah,
No.
people no.
No. When I was a kid, there was none of that. You overspun, it was on your ass.
Yeah.
Like,
I still think that's it.
I've heard your grandpa was tough.
yeah.
Sounds
yeah.
like it.
Oh yeah. For sure. Yeah, he was my person before my wife came along. But yeah.
Yep. Back gate people, they're important, whether they're actually standing at the back gate or whether they're just,
Right.
people that are always watching. That's big for all of us.
Just having people you care about there, or that
sure.
care about you. I mean, and on all the different levels, I mean, it makes a big difference. For whatever reason, there's certain people when they're there, you feel better walking into the
For
pen.
sure.
We all have pretty big networks of people that we kind of rely on at the shows, whether we got a vent to or panic to or whatever. It's
Like, yeah.
Yeah, and they tell you it takes a village. Like it definitely is true.
And I think in this industry, what's very cool is like there's a lot of trainers that are in each other's corners.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
There's a lot of that. You ride with certain people at night, and there's all that, and that's a lot of fun. I mean, I feel like this sport is so hard, and it would just be infuriating if you had to go through it by yourself.
and
Yeah.
be cutthroat all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, it's hard enough to want to come to the horse shows, but when you know your friends are going to be there and you're going to have some support and stuff, that makes all the difference.
And I would even say that that's probably changed some like the last 20 years for our age group. I think it's different.
Age group.
Me and Trevor's age group. I'm only 39.
Oh yeah, we're close.
Yeah.
I thought you were like 45.
Yeah.
No. Just take me a while. Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 37. We're real close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Wouldn't have guessed it.
But you see why I thought
well,
he
who's
was
in your
45?
age group then?
Luca? I guess Luca, Sam. Wade, kind of.
You hang out with a lot of old people though.
Yeah.
We're friends.
Don't say that on camera.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Anybody else?
One horse you like to have another run on.
I mean, I'd always take another ride on Hercules for sure. Maybe another run on. Maybe Extra Dunstep. It's a horse I was third at the Futurity on. He missed most of his 4-year-old year because of an injury. And then about the time we kind of got him going back again and to where we thought he could do is at the Derby, and he sold right after the Derby. So, and he still goes. He's won over 200,000 now. He shows in the rookie, the non-pro. He's won the freestyle like the last 5 years in a row at the Congress. But
Stop doing that.
why?
Because Charlie said so.
Oh. But he was just a really fun horse, just a really good soul, good natured. So it'd be fun to take him for one more joyride.
I mean, I think I could have done things better on Mario if I had another shot at it, but I also could have done worse. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't think of one that I had. I wish I could have had Varsity Blue back as a 3-year-old, knowing what I know now. I think I could have won the Futurity on him or been at least way higher. I got quick. I got quick getting ready for the second go. I started thinking big picture instead of just focus on what I was doing, and it ended up hurting me. That if I could have one horse show back, it would be that. It would be if I could have one moment in my life back, it would be warming up for the semifinals of the Futurity on Blue.
I would say that too. If I could have a horse show back, I would take the Futurity back on the year Wimpy's Little Freckle was a 3-year-old, because I sold a horse that was a very good horse like right before, and it just kind of got in my head about that, and I just wasn't focused enough, and I missed the open finals by like a half a point. So
Any other questions? No? Well, thank y'all so much for coming out. Sure appreciate everyone. Thank you again to Purple Media Group and NRHA for letting us have this here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Yes, sirs.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.